Hello there, Pisces. How's it going? It's time for your reading. Happy May 1st. All right. So, anyhow, I already pulled out Othala. This is the rune of the day. Othala is in reverse, as you can see. It's talking about a family member. This is talking about a family member that that is probably not happy. It's some sort of a family member that is not happy. And it doesn't have to be a family member, but it points to that. Othala is definitely, it means the family. It means inheritance. But it's in reverse. So, you know, you could be like walking around on eggshells around a certain family member so you don't disturb them, or it could just be there's a family member that's not happy or something. I don't know. We'll have to dive into it and see what's going on. So what's going on with Pisces? And you have the sun. Well, now the sun is shining down on this family member, so it's pretty obvious who this family member is, most likely. Yeah. This sun here is intensifying. It's intensifying their unhappiness. It's not really intensifying anything for us that I can see so far. What's going on with Pisces? Jera, huh? So this is a breakthrough. You're going to have some sort of a breakthrough here, Pisces. Yeah, this is a breakthrough. This is balance. This is some sort of balance coming to us. And look, the sun is touching that. This is really positive. This is really, really positive for us. This family member, however, see, the sun is a little bit different in runes than it is in tarot. And so the sun intensifies runes that are surrounding it. And this is intensifying this breakthrough because it's touching, you know, Jera. But it's also intensifying this family member's unhappiness. What's going on with Pisces? Well, now I like that. Algiz, Algiz, same thing. This is talking about protection. All right, so we're protected, Pisces. Yeah, there's divine protection. I mean, we are really protected. Yeah. And that's really good news, especially where it's sitting. It's sitting here in the fourth slot. So I mean, this is divine protection for sure. And a breakthrough. What's going on? Wunjo, yeah. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wunjo is in reverse. And it's touching Othala. This is definitely a family member that is unhappy. Somebody in your family is definitely not happy. As far as Wunjo goes here for us, this is telling us to stay optimistic. Okay, stay optimistic and stay strong through this. We have a breakthrough, and we're protected. We're protected. But yeah, there's a family member that's deeply unhappy. I mean, this is really, because look at the sun is touching Othala in reverse, and then Wunjo is touching Othala in reverse. So, because what I do, Pisces, when I read these runes, I bind this rune here with this rune right here, and I also bind this rune with the last rune. So after this rune here, we're dipping into somebody else's energy. Except for Othala. Othala is definitely, that's not our energy. What's going on with Pisces? So we have Iwas in reverse. There could be something here that's not trusted. I don't know. It's hard for me to say yet. I got to get another rune. Because, see, once I get past this point, I go this way. So, what's going on with Pisces? Righto. Yeah, that's what I kind of suspected. This person could have some transportation problems. There could be some sort of transportation problems. This is talking about transportation. As you can see, it's shaped like a saddle, but it's in reverse. So there could be some sort of difficulty in travel and moving. Now, it can be looked at a few different ways, Pisces. It's gonna be interesting to see what this rune here is, but the reason I can say it could be two different things is because you've got Righto right here. This is talking about your ride. It's talking about difficulties in transportation and travel because it's in reverse. So, this could be the case for somebody, but it could also talk about a reroute. This is Gemini energy as well. Yeah. So you could be dealing with somebody with Gemini in their chart. I'm just double checking something here. Yeah, yeah. And so, yeah, let's just get another rune. Hagilez. Oh. Yeah, there could be like maybe this person wants to travel somewhere and they don't trust their car. They don't trust it. You know how it is. Sometimes, if you have it, this isn't for everybody, Pisces, but somebody in your energy is having some sort of car issues. What's going on with Pisces? Well, you have Menez. Menez is a good rune, actually. And Pisces, sometimes when I do these readings, a lot of times, usually it's us. Sometimes we'll take over a lot more of the reading than I'll know more when I pull the cards out. But You know, Othala here is Pisces energy. It is. Just remember this, Pisces, we're protected, okay? And with Menez right here, Menez is talking about assistance, all right? So there is assistance to whoever this family member is. There's some sort of assistance. Because I mean, this is what it's talking about. Maybe it's you that can assist this person. Yeah, maybe it's you that can assist this person. And it might be something that you really kind of don't really feel like doing as well. Let's get some cards out. Well, I like that. The first card I looked at was... Let's see what's going on with Pisces. Ah, you got the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords. That's good, Pisces. This is moving into calmer water. Yeah. This is moving into calmer water. We're moving into calmer water, and we are protected. What else is going on with Pisces? You know, I'm thinking here about, you know, Menez. Menez can talk about also, you know, being fed up with something. Yeah. Don't worry, Pisces. We're protected, and we're moving into calmer water. Dang, that one just wanted to fly out there. Page of Wands. Page of Wands, fiery energy. This is fiery energy. And the thing about this particular card, you know, it's a very good card, but it's also kind of a card of telling you to look before you leap. You know, make sure that you look before you leap. You are protected. I see Algiz on here, and I see Wunjo on there in the upright. This is happiness. Yeah. What's going on with Pisces? The four of Cups. Four of Cups kind of indicates that you're really not interested in something. It's something that you're really not interested in doing. Yeah. So you look at that. It's like you're like, nah. This could be some sort of, I don't know. We're going to clarify it. Let's put this back and we'll clarify it. Put that in there. All right. So why is the Six of Swords there? Why is the Six of Swords there? The High Priestess. This is us, Pisces. This is us. The High Priestess is Pisces energy, and we're moving into calmer water. There could be something that we're keeping to ourselves as well. This is keeping something under wraps. Yeah. Could be keeping something to yourself here for now, Pisces, which might be a good idea. I want to get a card on the Page of Wands. What's going on with this Page of Wands? World. I'm going to have to get more about that. This is a new cycle, though. We got that yesterday. When I do these readings, you know, every day, Pisces, it's like the energy doesn't really necessarily change a lot. So I'm feeling like this is like, you see Hagilez right here? This is the end of this is the end of some sort of the end of an era, the end of a cycle. It's a new cycle. It's a new cycle, and I see that it's a fiery new cycle with the page of wands. Yeah. I want to get another card on that. I try to keep it as simple as possible, but you know, it seems like sometimes if I get too complicated, it just gets more confusing, but we'll see. The King of Cups. Well, that's us, Pisces, and this is just telling you to control your emotions, okay? This is telling you to control your emotions. You will. We're masters at this. Look at Wunjo here again. This is happiness and joy. This is a blessing. And this is there's some kind of like some really chaotic energy that I feel that's that you're moving away from. I just feel that I still feel chaotic energy, although I'm looking over here at the Six of Swords, you know, moving into calmer water. This is controlling your actions and just controlling your emotions, all right? Kind of like kind of like going with the flow, you know what I mean? Just taking, holding. He's not even really having to hold on. I mean, he looks like he's pretty chill. But like to an average person, I mean, this would be a wild experience. Look at the waves. I don't know, you can't really see them very well, but the waves are actually splashing up over his chair. He's got dolphins that are flying over his head. I just kind of feel that there's some bunch of chaos, but I mean, it's not really fading us at all. And we're keeping something to ourselves too. What's going on here with this Four of Cups? The Hangman. Man, look at this. Look at this, Pisces. This is really super heavy Pisces energy. Pisces. 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 You know, you're looking at things from you're looking things from a different point of view, Pisces. You're looking at the bigger picture of things. And that's why you're not interested in something. There's something here that's come forward that you're really not interested in because you're looking at the bigger picture. Yeah. And there's something here that you know about that you're keeping to yourself. Let's get one more card on the Four of Cups. You know, fours indicate stability, and I think that's what you're working on right now, Pisces, is your stability. And that's what you're going to be working on, you know, for this month. It's working on your stability. Ah, look at this. So you can move forward into calmer water. That's a trip. See? So, yeah, I really like this reading. It looks really actually pretty good. Let's pull... You know, there is a family member, though, that isn't happy for whatever reason that is. But, you know, as far as we're concerned, you know, this is where we're going. We're moving into more peaceful waters. You see Awaz on the Hangman there? Awaz is the death rune. This is a new beginning. Mm-hmm. Let's see what just fell out here. Believe in the impossible, blue moon, and step out of your comfort zone, north node. All right, Pisces. All right, you guys, I want to get into the birthday runes now, and we'll get a little bit more detailed on it here. All right, let's put the rubber band back on this here. All right. So now Pisces, we have 3 different birthday runes for our birthdays. And the first rune that we have is Sowilo. Sowilo is the sun. This is for Pisces born February 19th to February 27th. So if you're born during those dates, that is your birthday rune. And the next rune that we have here for Pisces is Tiwaz. And Tiwaz is for Pisces born February 28th to March 14th. So if you're born during those dates, that's your birthday rune. And then lastly, we have Barkana. And I gotta find it here. There it is. Barkana is for Pisces March 15th to March 20th. So if you're born during those dates, that will be your birthday rune. All right. So let's get into it here and pull some warm runes out. These are from Ireland and Scotland, these particular runes. And they're in card form, but they're still runes. These are pretty old. They go back before ancient Rome. They go back before then. They're pretty old. What's going on with Pisces? I think that's Iya. Yeah. I know it means bravery, though, because look at, he's walking up towards a lion. I'll read it out of the book. But I want to pull the cards out here first. So let's, what else? I'm pulling out the ones here that I can't pronounce. I need the book to be able to pronounce them. What else? Yeah, I've only been working with these runes for maybe 2 years. So it takes a while to really get them down, but that's why I still read them out of the book. But this is a very good rune. Mew, and I know that's a vine. So anyhow, let's go to Iya. Let's see, where the heck is it here? Okay. So this is, no, that's not the right rune, I don't think, is it? Let me see. This is Iya, but it's not spelt correctly. So that's not it. These are kind of confusing runes. Here we go. This is Iya right here. This is Iya. Yeah. Well, I was right about what it was. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So this is the aspen tree. I was just thinking about this for a second here, Pisces. Don't mind me. This is talking about bravery. Like I said, bravery. There's the lion. He's walking right up towards it. And this is the aspen tree. So it's just the regular aspen tree. There's a couple of aspen trees in this deck. But this is talking about bravery, overcoming fears and worries about the future. So this is very, very positive. Iya represents a visual quake of the aspen tree, and it symbolizes how accepting your fears and worries may make you stronger and help you overcome them. And remember that aspen tree is quite strong yet flexible. Remember this while trying to overcome difficulties. Iya can also represent the enlightenment and connection with the universe through an altered consciousness. So this is like talking about, it's talking about like going really deep within yourself, you know, kind of like, you know how you feel when you wake up in the morning and you're still kind of there, but you're still back, you're still kind of in the other, you know, it's kind of like in between, you know, like that. Kind of, I can't really explain that, but yeah, it's a very good card, and it also can represent using your intuition as well. Yeah. All right. So let's get to this rune right here. This is what kind of like tied me up because I was going, wait a minute, that's not it. This is called Edad. Okay, this is Edad. And this is the yew tree. Right, and it represents lineage, history, aging, dying, transitions, thoughts, and memory. And Edad represents wisdom and strength that we have inherited from our ancestors. So that's awesome. It says here, aging is something to be celebrated, not feared. Not everyone is lucky enough to have gray hair, and something to be really grateful for. Edad, is a fantastic representation of the cycle of nature, and it connects back to the first rune, which is Be. And Be represents joyful new beginnings. So this is kind of like the circle. This kind of reminds me of the world. You know, a new cycle, you know, the end of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle. It kind of reminds me of the world. Let's get to Muin here. Muin, I know, is the wine. It's like talking about fine wine, and because it's the vine. So let's find it here. Where'd you go, Muin? There it is. This is the vine, like I said. And the meaning of it is really good. It's talking about your goals to be realized. Persuasion and celebration and relaxing. And actually seeing results. So this is what you're going to be seeing here pretty soon, your actual results. Yeah, see? That's what we want, right? For sure. I know that's what I want, for sure. Muin symbolizes the metaphor, you reap what you've sown. Now's the time to have fun, rest, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Vine raises the voice of your consciousness, and it represents creative inspiration, a relaxed and altered consciousness. See, this is like talking about over here, you know, where it was talking about, you know, kind of like that dream state. Yeah, that's kind of like what it's talking about. It's talking about, you know, this right here is talking about us as well. This is not just somebody else's energy. This is also talking about us, because I can see it right here. It's very, very spiritual. And we're moving up, Pisces, spiritually. Spiritually, we're moving up. This is like a spiritual uplift. It's talking about, it's kind of like, you know, how great wines, you know, how you know, let me just read how it says in the book. It ripens our thoughts just like grapes turn into amazing wines. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. So really good so far. What else? Let's get some shadow cards. Self-doubt, self-doubt. It's often just a perception and not a reflection of your true abilities and worth, Pisces, okay? So you don't need to worry about any self-doubt. I mean, that's kind of common for Pisces, but control issues, deep-seated fear of losing power or feeling vulnerable, or a false sense of security. So, yeah, I don't know. I like these cards, though. They definitely bring out what could be just lying under the surface that you may not be able to see. So that's why I pull them out. Competitive. Beware the relentless pursuit of success at the expense of other values. All right, wow, that's a trip. Those cards definitely make me think, that's for sure. see what else here. What's going on with Pisces? Spark of life. Spark of life. Don't sink into hopelessness and despair, for your life, for in your lives a spark of life that is undefeated and unbeatable. You can overcome everything. Your destiny depends upon it. Wow. It would help. It would help if I read that a little bit more smoothly. Eh? Sorry about that. That's a rip and read. What else? A new chapter. A new chapter. When things seem to be falling apart, be aware that things may be coming together in new ways that suit your next phase of life even better. So yeah, there's the next phase of your life coming. We see the world. Well, we did. It's buried, but we pulled the world out. So things are changing for the better for sure. What else? Let it be. Let it be, Pisces. If you need to solve a problem, ask yourself, what is the simplest way? When you call forth the simplest path, it appears, and vice versa. Good card. Kind of good wisdom there in a way. Let me see. Boy, I got all these dings going on all these phones. Ding. I want to just turn all my notifications off because 99% of them are all junk, but the ones that are the 1% that I need, so I can't really turn them off. What's going on with Pisces? What is this? Ah, that's a blank rune. Okay. I'm like, look, I'm going like this, Pisces. I'm going, where is it? Yeah, that's the blank rune. So, that's the blank rune. So it's an open slate. It's creating your own world. It's different for everybody. So that's why I like the blank rune, because that's kind of like, in a sense, with a general reading like this, it's different for everybody, but it's a blank slate. It's some sort of you get to paint your own picture. That's what I'm looking for. You get to paint your own picture. What's going on with Pisces? You may need to make a decision as well. Oh, you have Digaz. Digaz is daylight. And it's also transformation. And so that's what we're going through, We're going through this transformation. I keep saying that, and I kind of feel like a broken record when I say that, Pisces. But, transformation doesn't necessarily, and it most certainly usually doesn't happen overnight. You know what I mean? I mean, transformation can happen overnight, but it's not really full transformation. Full transformation takes a long time. It does. Transformation takes a long time. Physical transformations can happen quickly, but it's the transformation that goes on within the mind. That's what takes the time. That's what really takes a lot of the time. It's kind of like with the hangman there, looking at things from a different point of view, looking at the bigger picture. What's going on with Pisces? Sowilo, the sun. we know what the sun looks like. There it is, right there. The sun, Sowilo. This is clarity, and warmth. You know, and I feel that this sun here is really happy. It's a happy sun. It's definitely a happy sun. Look at the sun. Here's the sun too. It's touching Digat. I mean, Jera. It's touching Jera, and Jera is like a breakthrough in balance coming into your life. So you can't really go wrong with that at all. This is looking pretty good. And thanks you guys for staying so long. I know a lot of you guys don't stay the full read, but you don't really get the full read unless you stay the full time. What's going on with Pisces? I've actually, flipped the read completely around sometimes at the end of the reading because I overlooked something or something. So you got the moon. This is really good. This is the ability to get your way around even in the dark. What else is going on with Pisces? You got the flight rune in reverse. And what else? That's a warning. And you got the woman rune. Okay. So let's see what this is talking about here. Okay, so the moon is really positive here when it's in the upright. It's talking about using your intuition. All right, this is definitely talking about using your intuition. And using your inner guidance, your inner guidelines, as long as you're using it's kind of like, it reminds me of like, the little feelers on a bug, how they can feel around, they can't really see, but they can feel around. It's kind of like that. We have that ability with our intuition to move around in the dark. And it's just telling you to trust yourself. So trust yourself. Trust that you know, because you do. All right. And then the flight rune, it indicates stagnation and restriction, or some sort of fear of change. So the main thing about this here, when I pull these out in reverse, it's usually a warning. And what it's warning against here is being trapped into old patterns. You don't want to get trapped into some old patterns, all right? Yeah, you don't want to get trapped in the old patterns. Look at this. Stop. Take a break and look at the bigger picture. You will. All right? But that's why that came up. Let's look at the woman rune now. This is very positive when it's in the upright, which it is. And it says here, it signifies a compassion, fertility, and the nurturing qualities of the feminine spirit. Like the gentle embrace of a mother, it represents the nurturing care and support that sustains life and fosters growth. So, man, that's a really good one there as well, Pisces. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces. See you again tomorrow. Bye for now.